There is a big move coming up in the cryptocurrency market, and just one right action will bring you huge profits. Hold your bags tight, as I doubt you are ready for this turn of events. Let's immediately discuss the situation with Bitcoin. The chart shows that sellers did not allow it to rise above the historical high. As a result, Bitcoin began to decline, which is psychologically difficult for many market participants. We are now in the area that I talked about earlier, pointing out the potential for price declines to create fear and undermine their confidence in further growth. If you look at the chart, you can see that according to the RSI indicator, we have gone below the previous value, which indicates a high probability of growth starting from the current price. Additionally, when looking at the funding rate, you will notice that it is negative on many exchanges, indicating a lack of confidence in growth. The liquidations map also shows a large cluster of liquidations above the all-time high, indicating that a huge number of short positions are likely to be liquidated. I'm sure you know that the market goes against the majority opinion. I would like to share my observation regarding the change in market sentiment. From March 3rd to March 13th, when Bitcoin set a new all-time high, we were in the extreme greed zone. After this, a correction began, and on May 11th, market sentiment deteriorated significantly, from 80 to 55 according to the index value. On June 5th, when the price was rapidly rising, the mood rose again, and we entered the extreme greed zone. Now, on June 25th, Bitcoin has come to the zone retest at a price of 59,000. We see fear in the mood, and the index has dropped to the critical level of 30. This demonstrates the change in market sentiment in just 2 weeks. Manipulators actively work to sow doubt and disappointment among market participants. I continue to believe in growth and expect positive movement to begin as the presidential election is scheduled to take place on November 5th. I have no reason to believe that they can bring down the market on the eve of such an important event. Let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. Currently, the figure is 55%. I assume that if the price of Bitcoin reaches $80,000, then the dominance will reach 60%. Note that the 60% level is very strong, and I expect once the 60% level is reached, the dominance will begin to decline to levels below 35%. Of course, this decline will not be sharp, but it will be accompanied by the biggest altcoin season yet. We'll discuss this in more detail later, but for now let's talk about Ethereum. The Ethereum chart looks very good. In my opinion, it is becoming much stronger than Bitcoin. If we look at it in detail, we have reached the 0.618 Fibonacci level, where I expect a reversal and a rapid upward movement to levels above $4,600. When analyzing the MACD indicator, a strong divergence is visible, indicating an upcoming reversal. Let's open the chart of Ethereum in relation to Bitcoin. Here you can see that Ethereum looks more convincing. The MACD and RSI indicators show significant divergence. If you study the Ethereum balance chart on exchanges, you will notice that its is approaching historical lows. I expect Ethereum to begin an upward movement in the near term on the back of ETF adoption, which in turn could be the start of a big altcoin season. If you analyze the chart of the total capitalization of the crypto market, you can see that for more than 100 days, we have been in a channel with a range of about 33%. We have now reached the retest area. I expect that from the current positions, an upward movement will follow, which will lead to breaking the historical highs. At the moment, the market is at a stage where people with weak nerves are starting to get rid of their assets. They are frightened by long periods in the same range and corrections reaching 20–30%. I can say for sure, if you are not able to withstand a correction of 30%, then you do not deserve a profit of hundreds of percent. In the near future, we expect the approval of Ethereum ETFs, the presidential election, and the possibility of lower interest rates. The best strategy is to remain calm and not get emotional. Great times await us. I want to emphasize that this video does not contain financial advice. This is just my analysis and vision of the current situation. You can find more detailed information in my Telegram channel and Twitter. Please take care of yourself and try to ignore negative news. See you soon, friend.